July the 20th, 2024. Guys, this article came out this afternoon, and it's on Zero Hedge, and many times they will quote different news sites from around the world, and sometimes they make critical mistakes, and I think that's what we're seeing here by quoting Politico. And it's a very dangerous article. I'll tell you why. Again, this afternoon it says Trump tells Zelensky he'll bring peace in a very good call. Zelensky called Trump. Kind of rocking the hard spot, or either he's being put up to something. Let's read on. Former President Trump has again declared he will bring peace following a rare phone call with Ukrainian President Zelensky on Friday, which comes as world leaders prepare for a likely second Trump administration. They are terrorized, and I think this is where this article is coming from. They do not want to lose their money. I'm talking about people in high places all around the planet make a lot of money off war, guys. Trump, in a readout, held it as a very good phone call wherein Zelensky congratulated him on his very successful Republican National Convention and becoming the Republican nominee for U.S. President. Now, why would Zelensky be turning to Trump? Zelensky, during the call, condemned the heinous assassination attempt which targeted Trump, slightly wounding his ear, and praised American unity in the aftermath. So what we really, I think what we're seeing here is Vladimir Zelensky knows that his money's going to run out from the U.S. once Trump gets in there, and he's trying to stop that from happening or become a beggar. Trump apparently pushed a theme of the urgency of negotiations to end the war with Russia in the call. Again, this is a target on Trump's back by the New World Order. In other words, he's calling for peace according to Politico. And we're going to get to a little more of this. How would you put Trump in more danger than he already is in? You put the whole world against him. They did not really want Trump back in. I'm talking about the elite New World system, because he wants America to prosper. They want to tear it down. Anyway, they are in a panic because, and they're putting out this article, I'm almost positive, in order to increase the danger to take him down, not make it, in other words, in a fake article talking about peace. We've heard that before, haven't we? Now, some of this, they're saying Trump wrote himself, and this is a reply to the phone call that said, I appreciate Zelensky for reaching out because I, as your next president of the U.S., will bring peace to the world and end the war that has cost so many lives and devastated countless innocent families. Both sides will be able to come together and negotiate a deal that ends the violence and paves a path forward to prosperity. That's what he wants. He's prosperous if the country is. If the country is, we all are in better shape. Zelensky similarly shared on X that he wished the former president and Republican nominee strength and absolutely safety in the future. He continued, I noted the vital bipartisanship and bicameral American support for protecting what? Ukrainians' freedom and independence, not the U.S.'s. And actually, it's caused our support and Europe's support has caused great suffering in Ukraine simply because the war started, and I don't care what they say, because Ukraine was going to become a NATO country, and that would be a European front right on Russia's door, and they knew that the creep syndrome from these tentacles would be coming to his doorsteps very soon if he didn't do it. Plus, there was a lot of abuse by former Russian sections of Ukraine, military abuse going on because they would not go along with Zelensky the way he wanted it to, and that's been going on for a while. He also agreed with Trump to, at some point, at a personal meeting, what steps could they discuss to make peace fair and truly lasting. In general, Ukrainian side liked what he heard and responded positively per Politico. A person close to Zelensky who requested to remain anonymous to discuss the private conversation said it went exceedingly well. Peace is coming. They want the warmongers to panic. Politico does. with no sources is just adding fuel to the fire, rushing the people that want to stop this from happening in the election into desperation and desperate acts. NATO at the same time has sought to Trump-proof the alliance's long-term funding commitments to Ukraine. Now we're getting somewhere. On fears that Washington's support could drastically pull back. Do you mean we could actually maybe lower the interest rates and grocery costs and things like that, and our taxes a little bit, even though we can never pay our way out of this debt? Now, what's amazing, this coming from Politico, this spin on it, even though it appears that on X there was confirmation of the call between Trump and Ukraine, this anonymous person coming in there really puts a different color on the situation, especially when in the last year Zelensky and his top officials have torn apart basically any peace proposals and statements coming from Trump and his team. Earlier strongly suggesting Trump is naive. Why? It's not that he's naive. He's just not going to send you any more money. And all of our taxpayer money, guys, that's going there is unaccounted for. Where's the grift? You understand what I'm saying? The 10%. NATO at the same time has sought to Trump-proof the alliance's long-term funding commitments to Ukraine on fears that Washington's support could soon drastically pull back. Trump has in the past blamed Biden's weak standing on the world stage for allowing the Russian invasion to happen in the first place. So the conversation, in my opinion, more than likely happened, but who triggered Zelensky to call Trump? Yeah, Politico cannot be trusted, guys, no matter what. If you trust them, you trust CNN. Man, that's hard. That's kind of bad to say, isn't it? Anyway, it looks like, and I'm kind of, but Trump has in the past blamed Biden's weak standing on the world stage for allowing the Russian invasion to happen in the first place. That's right. Trump was working on peace, and we know that it's going to be peace, 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 and sudden destruction. We understand that. But we are already, if something doesn't happen, had about 3.5 years of sudden destruction here in this nation. Now, I don't know what will happen, but I do see the attempts to keep things the way they are with the Democratic Party. A lot of other things are coming out about the assassination attempt, different things like that. We're watching it, guys. I'm still working on that China video. Almost got it done. It's just been kind of hectic. We're watching it. You watch it. It's a heads up. Be safe.